Hey guys, how's it going? I want to do my prediction slash preview video for episode 3 of Game of Thrones season 6. Um, I've been so hyped off of the last episode that I made the videos and I just went back and rewatched the the preview for episode 3 a little bit more and fuck, dude. Um, I mean those things are they're so small, but this one you could tell it had so many things happening in it. Just because Jon Snow was brought back last episode, this episode is going to be probably just as crazy because of all that fallout and stuff. So let's get into it. um, so it starts off with Jon Snow. You see him coming off of the table. He's just been resurrected. It's pretty much like literally probably right after where we left off last episode, in episode 2. You hear him, he's being referred to as a god, and all the wildlings are looking at him like, oh my god, dude, like, what the fuck, dude? And so, I mean, it's pretty much, they probably don't know about the whole Azor Ahai legend and stuff like that, but this is definitely gonna, renew Melisandre's faith for sure. Like, this is gonna be like her reawakening. Uh, just realized that she was wrong about Stannis and that this Jon Snow is Azor Ahai. And my new life goal is to just make sure this guy is, trained or he stays alive, pretty much. But then also the other question is, we know from Beric Dondarrion being raised by Thoros a couple seasons back that he changed every single time he was resurrected. And so the question is how much, if any, has Jon Snow changed? Because he was saying that every time he's resurrected, there's a piece of him missing. He felt like there's a piece missing, but he had been resurrected 7 times. It's a crazy amount of time. So by that point, he was he probably wasn't even his old self. He was very, very little left of what he was before. So this is Jon Snow's first time. I mean, they did wait a little long. It was what, maybe a day? Had to have been a day, right? Because Alistair Thorne gave him to that night. So the night, yeah, it was a full day. I don't know how much that would play into it. I'm assuming he probably hasn't changed completely. I don't think he's probably changed that much. He might have a little bit different attitude. I'm not sure. As I was saying in my review of episode 2, I thought for sure he'd come back. He probably isn't going to kill Alistair Thorne. I really don't see him weakening the Night's Watch when the others are knocking on the door. But if he has changed a little bit, if he is kind of a different new, I don't know, badder Jon Snow, he very well could. But it would just be very short-sighted. Very short-sighted. And then it cuts to Arya. And like I said in my reviews, it's I love Arya. I love her character. She's amazing. But at the same time, it's I get it. We see her training. She that's all it is. You see her training with her staff, and okay, yeah. So we're probably gonna get a little bit more of that. She's still looks like she's getting better, so that's cool. She's starting to learn how to block and stuff. But still blind, still training. We'll probably get another, I don't know, another 2-minute scene of her doing that. So she's gonna be in Bravos a little bit doing that. She'll probably get her vision back at some point, but for right now, she's still doing that. So okay, and then oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. It cuts to the banner of House Umber. They're arriving at Winterfell, and it's what I'm assuming is probably Small John Umber. The new pretty much leader of that house. Talking to Ramsay, saying that he's brought them a gift. And I totally missed this when the preview first came on because I was so hyped about Jon and that episode in general that I didn't even realize it was the Umbers. I didn't even see the sigil of the banners, and so the major question going in is what or who is the gift? Like, what did they bring for AMC? And you have to assume it's got to be a person. It's not money. It's not like a weapon. It's not anything like that. Just the way it cuts to Ramsay's face and that stupid shit-eating grin that you just want to fucking smash so hard. It's clearly a person. And there's only so many people that it could be. Okay, well, let's think about it. Like, who could it be? Could they have caught up with Sansa? No. I mean, no. It wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't make any sense to, like, story-wise. It would be such a weird way to tell a story because clearly in the trailer we saw her elsewhere. So for her to get captured again and have to get out again, it doesn't make any sense. That being said, could it be Theon? Could they have caught Theon on his way home back to the Iron Islands? I don't think so. That wouldn't make sense either. It's like, why? What purpose would that serve? Like Theon going back to Winterfell and him getting tortured? It'd just be another like bondage fetish shit scene of him getting tortured. It's like it wouldn't have any purpose. And the last hearth, the home of the Umbers, is like up towards the wall anyway. And like for Theon to be going home, he wouldn't even be going that way. The Umbers, I don't know why they would be in like the southwest of the north. It wouldn't make any sense. So I don't think it's Theon. So then who could it be? Who could it be? Well, if you remember, back in season 3, when Bran was about to make his push over the other side of the wall, he separated with Rickon and told Osha to bring him to the last hearth, which is the home of the Umbers. And man, my heart just sunk when I realized, because like I said, I didn't realize it was the Umbers and see the sigil the first time. God damn, dude. I think it's Rickon. So Ramsay's going to have Rickon. Like, he's going to have him. Like, so what would Ramsay do with him? Like, I have some ideas. They're not good ones. He's probably going to let Jon Snow know in some sort of way. He'll probably send a letter up north. Like, it'll be like a little play on something that happened in the books, but it'll be like the show version of it. I just don't see it ending well at all. And it's like, it just like breaks my heart, dude. Because the Stark family is already so broken. If Ramsay kills him, it would just be so shitty. Because we know they're going to Winterfell. You know there's a battle at Winterfell from the trailers, and it's like, at that point, is that what like gets Jon like for sure like amped up and ready to go there, or like even if they are there fighting, it's like by that point Ramsay, obviously like the threats didn't work, like stay away, give us Sansa, like obviously they're at the door, so it's like would he be dead by then? I don't know. That's just that's the only thing that makes sense. If it's the Umbers, they're making a big deal. Like they showed you that it was the Umbers. It's the only person that makes sense, and that fucking sucks. So we'll see. It's going to be a big turn of events if it's true. And then it cuts to Dany. I don't expect anything big to happen with her. It's like the same thing with Arya. It's like we check in on her every now and then to see where she is, and she's still going to be with the Dothraki. They'll probably make it to the temple where they wanted to go. She's probably getting there. We might see the scene where they're like disrobing her and getting her ready to like doing a ritual to prepare her to go into the holy temple or whatever it is that she's supposed to spend her life. I don't know if she'll be found this episode, and I can't really remember in the trailer like when Drogon, you see him flying over the Dothraki. I don't know if it's that scene where she looks up and sees that big statue. I can't really remember. but I don't think she's gonna be found this episode. Maybe episode 4 is like when like her rescue attempt actually takes place, but I don't see her getting broken out of the Dothraki hold just yet. So that's her. And it cuts to Cersei. Uh, Cersei's talking to Qyburn, um, saying something about, she wants to know if somebody's trying to make their misfortune their fortune. I'm not really sure what she could be referring to at this point. But he is like the master of whisperers now, or like her spy. So it could be referring to anybody, maybe the Tyrells trying to turn their misfortune against them somehow. But the Tyrells have their own shit to deal with. I don't know if they would be trying to fuck with the Lannisters right now when Marjorie and Loras is still being held prisoner by the Faith. I think they'd be way too focused on that to like try and fuck with the Lannisters at this point right now. And then the big one, the Tower of Joy. Oh, this is one that I didn't think was going to happen. I didn't think Bran was going to see this vision so soon, but again, like it makes sense. We saw Lyanna Stark, episode 2. They're making it a point, like, hey, this is her, this is her. Jon Snow gets revived, and all of a sudden we got the Tower of Joy. The question is, however, how's it going to end? We're probably clearly going to see Lyanna, Ned will fight, and Arthur Dayne will fight Arthur Dayne. That whole battle will happen. He'll kill him, and then Ned will get up to Lyanna while she's on her bed. You might hear like a baby cry. I don't know if we'll see a baby, but like it doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to show that for Bran to see that and not learn that that baby is Jon Snow, and that's just a theory. It's still a theory. It's pretty much proven at this point. It's probably a spoiler, but it's pretty much like if you don't know about this theory at this point, it's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't make any sense. Maybe he would learn that the baby's Jon Snow. And we wouldn't, as the audience, see it, but that wouldn't make any sense because it's like we're seeing it from his point of view, and it's like I don't know. So I'm assuming that the big Tower of Joy reveal would happen. If it's gonna show it, we would see everything. Yeah, Ned making the promise me Ned, and then him bringing the baby back to Winterfell. It's gonna be a big episode. Episode 3. That's what the season's gonna be about, though. It's like it's so fast. Like it's very fast. People might say it's being rushed and like they're trying to rush stuff into place. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it kind of feels like that, but at the same time, it's like that just means these episodes are going to be like boom, 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 boom. Like events are just going to be happening, and every week we're going to have something to sit there like what, like like try and digest. And I don't know. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. And then just some other thoughts. Like I was talking about the Tyrells. I'm assuming that we're going to see them very soon. We haven't seen them yet, or even hinted at or talked about. So. And that whole trials. No. We did see Marjorie. Yeah, we did see her talking to the High Sparrow. So we did see her for a little bit, and I'm assuming, that whole thing's going to kick off. It's got to happen. It's going to be soon, right? I would assume. Like the Tyrells, like Mace Tyrell showing up and trying to get the whole process started of trying to get Loras and Marjorie out. I don't know if shit will pop off this episode, maybe another episode or two. When you see in the trailer like the Tyrell forces sitting there outside the Sept, and then Littlefinger. We haven't seen Littlefinger yet either, right? No, I'm pretty sure we haven't seen Littlefinger, and so I'm assuming we're gonna check back in him like pretty soon. Last time we saw him, he was going back to the Vale. He told Cersei he'd rally the Vale forces to march on Winterfell. I mean, he told Cersei, but he's doing it for Cersei. He really doesn't give a shit about Cersei. He's got his own plans. So yeah, I'd assume we check back in with him and see what's going on in the Vale. Maybe this episode would make sense. But that's it. Super excited. Super excited. This season's going to be fucking insane, dude. Like, it's going to be insane. I'm very, very excited for this. At first, like, I was kind of iffy about it just because, you know, I do like reading the books. But at the same time, it's like, I know shit's going to be different. Something that happens in the show. It might happen in the book, but it might happen differently. I really don't care. I love Game of Thrones. I want to see Game of Thrones. I don't care if that means me reading it or watching the television show. I just want the shit to go, man. Like, it's so exciting. But that's it for me right now. I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.